Let us begin a journey through the sacred heart of Southeast Asia, a realm where incense curls into the morning light, where spires pierce the sky and stone remembers prayer. Here, temples rise from jungle thickets and riverbanks. Golden stupas shimmer under monsoon skies. Ancient carvings whisper forgotten tales, while monks in saffron robes walk silently through time. These are not merely monuments. They are living altars to devotion, to resilience, to beauty carved in faith. Are you ready to step into the stillness? To listen, not with ears, but with wonder. Wat Phra Kaeo Temple of the Emerald Buddha, Bangkok, Thailand. Nestled within the walls of the Grand Palace, in Bangkok, Wat Phra Kaeo is Thailand's most sacred temple, a shimmering jewel of devotion, royalty, and artistry. Guarded by fierce Yaksha giants and crowned with golden spires, the temple enshrines the Emerald Buddha, a small yet powerful figure carved from a single piece of jade. Draped in seasonal robes, the statue is revered not only for its beauty, but for its role in safeguarding the kingdom. The temple complex glows with murals depicting the Ramakien, delicate mosaics, and mythological guardians. Every angle glitters under the Thai sun. Wat Phra Kaeo is not just a temple, it is the soul of Thai faith and kingship, a place where silence meets splendor and reverence is carved into every corner. Wat Arun Temple of Dawn, Bangkok, Thailand. Rising like a celestial tower on the banks of the Chao Phraya River, Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, catches the first light of day and turns it to gold. Its central prang soars into the sky, encrusted with porcelain and seashells that shimmer in sunlight and glow by moonlight. Smaller spires flank it like satellites of a divine realm. Climb its steep steps and the city unfolds below ancient rooftops, winding river, modern towers in the mist. Wat Arun is both delicate and grand, symbolic of rebirth and eternal cycles. Though named for the dawn, it stuns at every hour, a living sculpture of devotion, reaching toward heaven from the heart of Bangkok. Wat Pho Temple of the Reclining Buddha, Bangkok, Thailand. Wat Pho holds serenity like a sacred breath. Within its walls lies the massive reclining Buddha, 46 meters long, wrapped in gold, with feet inlaid with mother of pearl. This is a temple of healing. Home to Thailand's earliest school of traditional massage and medicine, Its halls echo not with chants, but with hands working gently to restore balance. The grounds ripple with orange-robed monks, quiet courtyards, and a galaxy of stupas. Marble walkways wind through gardens of calm and flame-red tiles. Wat Pho is more than a temple. It is a sanctuary of peace and wisdom where Buddha sleeps and Thailand's heart rests with him. Wat Saket Golden Mount, Bangkok, Thailand. Wat Saket rises above Bangkok like a gilded crown. Known as the Golden Mount, this temple sits atop an artificial hill, its golden chedi gleaming in the tropical light. To reach the summit, visitors ascend a spiral staircase, winding past bells, prayer flags, and misting sprays, a meditative journey in itself. At the top, city and sky meet in quiet wonder. Built as a burial site during a time of plague, Wat Saket is now a place of rebirth and reflection. Each November, candlelit processions circle the mount during Loi Krathong, turning its heights into a sea of flickering light. It is a temple of perspective, spiritual and physical, where Bangkok looks inward and upward. Wat Rong Khun White Temple, Chiang Rai, Thailand. Wat Rong Khun is no ordinary temple. It is a dream, in white, surreal, modern, and celestial. Designed by artist Chalermchai Kositpipat, this privately funded temple fuses Buddhist teachings with fantastical imagination. White plaster shimmers with mirrored glass. A bridge over a sea of grasping hands symbolizes the path from desire to enlightenment. Inside, murals depict the Buddha alongside superheroes and global icons, a tapestry of the sacred and the strange. Every detail carries metaphor. Every spire tells a story. Wat Rong Khun is more than a place of worship. It is a living canvas, a bold reimagining of faith purity and the artist's vision of spiritual awakening. Wat Phra That Doi Suthep, Chiang Mai, Thailand. High above Chiang Mai, Wat Phra That Doi Suthep rests on a mist-kissed mountain, shimmering like a golden lotus set in the forest. The climb begins with 306 Naga-guarded steps, or a gentle tram that glides upward toward the sacred. At the summit, a golden chedi rises skyward, glowing under the sun and moon alike. It is said to house relics of the Buddha, a reason thousands make the pilgrimage each year. From here, Chiang Mai unfolds below like a painted scroll, tiled roofs, winding rivers, and rolling green hills. Bells chime in the breeze. Prayer flags flutter like whispers of devotion. Wat Doi Suthep is not just a temple, it's a moment of stillness between earth and sky, a place where the air tastes ancient and faith soars with the clouds. Shwedagon Pagoda, Yangon, Myanmar. Shwedagon Pagoda rises like a sacred sun over Yangon, its golden stupa towering nearly 100 meters above the city. Believed to enshrine strands of the Buddha's hair, it is Myanmar's most holy site, a beacon of faith for millions. Its golden plates catch fire in the setting sun. At night, it glows like a lighthouse of prayer. The platform surrounding the pagoda is alive with quiet devotion. Barefoot pilgrims, monks in saffron robes, flickering candles, and circles of worshippers walking clockwise in meditation. Legends say the pagoda is over 600 years old. Whether myth or truth, it feels eternal, like the earth here pulses with blessing. To stand at Shwedagon is to witness not just a temple, but a mountain of gold made of faith. Bagan Temple Complex, Bagan, Myanmar. Across the dry plains of central Myanmar, thousands of ancient spires rise into the haze, silent, timeless, unshaken. This is Bagan, a sacred city of over 2,000 temples and pagodas scattered like whispers of a lost empire. Built between the 9th and 13th centuries, each structure carries the soul of a different king, a different prayer. Stupas of brick and stone gleam at dawn. Gilded rooftops shine at sunset. Climb to the top of a temple, and the land unfolds in gold and ochre, dotted with banyan trees and grazing goats. Balloons drift silently overhead in the morning mist. Bagan is not just ruins, it is breath, held between past and present. A pilgrimage of wonder where time wears robes of dust and light. Ananda Temple, Bagan, Myanmar. Ananda Temple stands among Bagan's many sacred towers like a jewel of symmetry and serenity. Built in the 12th century, it merges Mon and Indian influences in a graceful display of stone elegance. Inside, 4 towering Buddhas face the cardinal directions, their gazes soft and wise. The temple's cool corridors are lined with stone reliefs and flickering candlelight. Its whitewashed walls glow softly in the sun, while golden spires rise like prayers made solid. At sunrise and sunset, Ananda seems to breathe shifting hues from cream to fire to dusk. Known as the finest, largest, best preserved of Bagan's temples, Ananda is a masterpiece of balance, where light and stone, silence and space meet in perfect peace. Angkor Wat, Siem Reap, Cambodia. Angkor Wat rises like a stone lotus from the jungles of Cambodia, vast, intricate, eternal. Built in the 12th century as a Hindu temple for King Suryavarman Sit. It later transformed into a sacred heart of Buddhism. Its 5 towers reflect in the lotus-filled moat, echoing the peaks of Mount Meru, the mythical center of the universe. Carvings cover nearly every surface, epic battles, dancing apsaras, celestial stories carved in stone. At dawn, the temple glows with golden mist. At noon, shadows reveal its immense detail. And by dusk, it seems to dissolve back into myth. More than a monument, Angkor Wat is memory in sandstone, a divine kingdom frozen in time, where gods and mortals once walked side by side. Bayon Temple, Angkor, Thom, Cambodia. Deep within Angkor Thom lies Bayon Temple, mysterious and mesmerizing. Built by King Jayavarman in the late 12th century, it is famed for its towering stone faces, over 200 serene visages watching from above. Each face smiles with gentle mystery, eyes closed, as if in endless meditation. The temple's many levels are labyrinthine, lined with bas-reliefs depicting ancient Khmer life battles, festivals, even everyday scenes. Bayon feels like a riddle in stone. Wherever you walk, the faces follow serene, yet unknowable. Is it the face of the king, the Buddha, compassion itself? Bayon doesn't answer it, whispers quietly through time. Ta Prohm, Angkor, Cambodia. Ta Prohm is where nature and ancient stone entwine in a quiet embrace. Left largely unrestored, this 12th century temple has become one of Angkor's most iconic sites thanks to the towering silk cotton trees that rise from its crumbling walls. Roots snake through doorways. Branches cradle broken towers. The jungle has not reclaimed Ta Prohm, it has become part of it. Inside, moss softens the stones. Lichen spreads like ancient ink. Light slips through canopy gaps, catching the silence. Built by King Jayavarman VII, in honor of his mother Ta Prohm, is more than ruin. It is memory-made, green, a poem where nature writes its own lines upon history. Banteay Srey, near Angkor, Cambodia. Often called the jewel of Khmer art, Banteay Srey is small in size but infinite in detail. Built in the 10th century and dedicated to the god Shiva, its red sandstone walls are etched with some of the finest carvings in Angkor. Here, delicate floral patterns, dancing apsaras, and mythological scenes bloom like lace upon stone. The temple's warm pink glow changes with the light, soft at sunrise, rich at dusk. Unlike the vast scale of Angkor Wat, Banteay Srey feels intimate. You don't walk among gods, you walk beside artistry. It is a temple of tenderness where even stone seems to breathe and the divine lies in every detail. Bai Dinh Pagoda, Ninh Bình, Vietnam. Bai Dinh Pagoda is a realm of spiritual grandeur. Nestled in the limestone hills of Ninh Bình, it is the largest Buddhist complex in Vietnam, blending ancient roots with awe-inspiring modern construction. Towering statues of bronze Buddhas stand under sweeping tiled roofs. The corridors stretch for hundreds of meters, lined with 500 stone arhats. Lanterns glow softly. Echoes of chanting ripple through the courtyards. From the mountaintop pagoda, the landscape spreads like a painting: rice fields, river bends, karst cliffs. Bai Dinh is a journey both physical and spiritual. It invites pilgrims to walk in reverence and awe, guided by stone wind and quiet devotion. Vinh Trang Pagoda, Tiền Giang, Vietnam. In the heart of the Mekong Delta Vine, Trang Pagoda shines with radiant fusion, Vietnamese tradition, Khmer decoration, European arches. Built in the 19th century, the temple is known for its three massive Buddha statues: the laughing Buddha of happiness, the reclining Buddha of serenity, and the seated Buddha of compassion. Lotus ponds line the entrance. Ornate gates open into peaceful gardens. Inside, the halls are filled with gold-painted woodwork and delicate murals. Despite its grandeur, the atmosphere remains gentle and welcoming, infused with river breeze and the scent of incense. Vinh Trang is a mosaic of culture and spirit, a place where East meets West in harmony and where joy smiles in stone. Trần Quốc Pagoda, Hanoi, Vietnam. Tran Quoc Pagoda is the oldest in Hanoi, standing sentinel beside the serene waters of West Lake for nearly 1,500 years. Its red brick tower rises above the lotus pond, a flame of devotion against the skyline. Built in the 6th century, during the reign of Emperor Li Namde, the pagoda has witnessed empires rise and fall, yet it remains ever still. Inside, ancient statues of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas rest in quiet splendor. At sunset, the lake mirrors the pagoda's reflection, wrapping it in golden light. Locals come to pray, monks chant softly, and the city seems to pause for breath. Tran Quoc is more than history, it is Hanoi's sacred heartbeat, echoing through centuries. Lingung Pagoda, Da Nang, Vietnam. High above the city, Linh Ung Pagoda stands where mountains meet the sea. Built in recent decades, it is home to the tallest statue of the Goddess of Mercy, Quan Am, in Vietnam, watching over Da Nang from 67 meters high. Set on Sun Tra Peninsula, the temple complex offers sweeping views of blue ocean forested hills and distant city lights. The main hall glows with golden Buddhas and lotus-shaped lanterns. Courtyards bloom with bonsai trees and soft prayers. Visitors come for peace, for views, for faith. Linh Ung is both a spiritual haven and a modern symbol of harmony, where sky, sea, and soul converge. Wat Sieng Thong, Luang Prabang, Laos. Wat Sieng Thong is the soul of Luang Prabang, a jewel of Laotian Buddhist artistry nestled at the confluence of the Mekong and Nam Khan rivers. Built in the 16th century, it is a masterpiece of traditional Luang Prabang architecture. Its sweeping roofs fall low to the ground, like wings folded in reverence. The Sim Main Sanctuary glows with golden stencils, while the rear wall sparkles with a mosaic of the Tree of Life, rich in myth and meaning. Ornate chapels, stupas, and gilded carriages surround the temple, each telling silent stories of devotion and royal history. Soft prayers rise with the morning mist. Monks in saffron robes move like flame among shadows. Wat Sieng Thong is more than a monument. It is the gentle, enduring breath of Laotian spirituality, graceful, golden, and timeless. Pha That Luang, Vientiane, Laos. Pha That Luang rises in gold, proud, radiant, and unshaken. As the most sacred monument in Laos, it stands not just as a stupa, but as a national symbol of unity, faith, and identity. Built in the 16th century upon ancient Khmer ruins, The golden stupa gleams under the tropical sky. Surrounding cloisters and temples protect this luminous heart, where legend says a relic of the Buddha is enshrined. Its architecture blends Theravada purity with Laotian resilience. Wide courtyards invite footsteps of pilgrims and citizens alike. Each November, the That Luang festival fills the grounds with candles, music, and deep devotion. That Luang is Laos's shining vow, a promise whispered in gold that belief can endure empires, wars, and time. Wat Phu Wat Phao, Champasak, Laos. At the foot of Mount Phu Khao, where rivers bend and clouds drift low, lies Wat Phu, an ancient Khmer temple older than Angkor itself. Built between the 5th and 13th centuries, Wat Phu blends Hindu and Buddhist devotion carved into the very bones of the land. Stone causeways lead to crumbling sanctuaries. Sacred springs trickle through carved Naga balustrades. The mountain, shaped like a linger, was once worshipped as divine. Each worn step carries centuries of pilgrimage. The upper shrine, nestled in jungle mist, feels both earthly and otherworldly. Wat Phu is more than a ruin. It is a sacred dialogue between man, mountain, and time, a forgotten whisper that still echoes in vines, stone, and sky. Thian Hao Temple, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Perched on a hill overlooking the city's skyline, Thian Hao Temple is a radiant celebration of Chinese culture and belief. Dedicated to the sea goddess Mazu, this six-tiered marvel fuses elements of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Red pillars rise from tiled courtyards. Intricate carvings of dragons and phoenixes dance across the eaves. Lanterns sway gently in the breeze. Visitors ascend broad staircases to reach a prayer hall bathed in incense and soft light, where golden statues watch over worshippers. Outside, a serene garden flows with koi ponds, stone bridges, and zodiac sculptures. Thian Hao is more than a temple, it is a living tapestry of devotion, where faith, heritage, and artistry converge high above the city's rush. Kek Lok Si Temple, Penang, Malaysia. Kek Lok Si rises in tears from the hills of Penang, a temple complex vast in scale, vibrant in color, and deep in spiritual meaning. Known as the Temple of Supreme Bliss, it is one of Southeast Asia's largest and most impressive Buddhist sites. Pagodas gleam in gold. Prayer halls stretch wide beneath tiled roofs. A towering bronze statue of the goddess of mercy, Guanyin, watches over the valley below. The seven-tiered pagoda of 10,000 Buddhas combines Chinese Thai and Burmese architectural styles, a testament to unity in faith. As incense curls skyward, the air hums with quiet prayers and the clinking of fortune bells. Kek Lok Si is not only a place of worship, it is a mountain of light, drawing hearts upward with each graceful step. Batu Caves Temple, Selangor, Malaysia. Batu Caves is both natural wonder and sacred shrine, a towering limestone formation sheltering one of Malaysia's most important Hindu temples. A golden statue of Lord Murugan standing 42 meters tall guards the colorful staircase of 272 steps that leads to the main cave temple. Inside, sunlight filters through cavern ceilings onto shrines carved deep within rock. Each year during the Thaipusam festival, thousands of devotees in dazzling procession offer prayers, pierce their bodies with hooks, and carry offerings in an intense act of devotion. Batu Caves is not a quiet temple. It is a place of power, where earth and spirit collide in ritual color and echoing faith. Borobudur, Central Java, Indonesia. Borobudur rises from the jungle mist like a forgotten dream, a colossal Buddhist monument built in the 9th century. With over 2,600 relief panels and 500 Buddha statues, it is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Constructed as a mandala, its 9 stacked platforms guide pilgrims upward from earthly desires to enlightenment. At the summit, 72 bell-shaped stupas encircle a central dome, offering panoramic views of volcanoes and forests. At dawn, Borobudur glows in golden light as chants echo softly and fog drapes the stones. More than a monument, Borobudur is a spiritual journey carved in stone, timeless, symmetrical, and sublime. Prambanan, Central Java, Indonesia. Prambanan stands as a symphony in stone, an ancient Hindu temple complex soaring into the sky, dedicated to the Trimurti Brahma, the creator Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer. Built in the 9th century, its central tower rises 47 meters high, surrounded by intricately carved shrines and legends etched in lava stone. Reliefs on temple walls narrate the Ramayana, its drama unfolding in delicate lines and shadowed recesses. As the sun sets, shadows stretch across the spires, and the temple transforms into a silhouette of ancient power and sacred myth. Prambanan is not just a site of worship, it is a story told in stone, enduring and ever echoing. Pura Uluan Danubratan, Bali, Indonesia. Floating on the serene waters of Lake Bratan Pura Uluan Danu is a vision of tranquility, a Balinese Hindu temple dedicated to the water goddess Dewi Danu. Its iconic Meru towers seem to hover over the lake, framed by misty mountains and drifting clouds. Built in the 17th century, the temple honors the life-giving forces of water and agriculture. Flowers bloom at its feet, while offerings float gently across the lake. The air is cool, the water's still, and time slows. Pura Uluan Danu is more than a postcard scene. It is a sacred mirror of Bali's soul, peaceful, harmonious, and ever-reflective. Pura Besakih, Bali, Indonesia. Known as the Mother Temple of Bali, Pura Besakih clings to the slopes of Mount Agung, the island's sacred peak. A sprawling complex of over 80 temples, it is the spiritual heart of Balinese Hinduism, a place where gods are honored, festivals bloom, and rituals unfold beneath the mountain's watchful gaze. Stone gates rise like sentinels. Stairways climb toward shrines where offerings of flowers and incense are laid with care. From its terraces, the view stretches across valleys and distant seas, reminding all who visit of the vastness of the divine. Pura Besakih is not merely a temple. It is Bali's soul rooted in stone, draped in clouds, and alive with faith. Pura Goa Gajah Elephant Cave, Bali, Indonesia. Carved into a hillside near Ubud Goa Gajah is both mysterious and sacred. Its entrance, a demonic face with gaping mouth, leads into a cave temple shrouded in legend. Inside, shrines dedicated to Shiva and Ganesha rest in quiet darkness. Outside, a tranquil bathing pool, lined with guardian statues, murmurs with spring-fed water. Though small, the site pulses with history, a fusion of Hindu and Buddhist influences dating back to the 9th century. Moss creeps over stone. Offerings of petals and smoke decorate ancient altars. Pura Goa Gaja is not just a temple, it is a whisper from Bali's past, subtle, sacred, and endlessly intriguing. Tilominlo Temple, Bagan, Myanmar. Standing tall in burnt red brick, Tilominlo Temple is one of Bagan's most striking structures. Built in the early 13th century, it's famous for its intricate stucco carvings and elegant multi-tiered design. Wat Phnom Penh, Cambodia. At the heart of Cambodia's capital rises Wat Phnom, a sanctuary perched on a green hill said to mark the birthplace of Phnom Penh itself. Legend tells of Lady Pen, who discovered sacred Buddha statues inside a tree floating on the Mekong and built this temple in 1372 to house them. Sam Po Tong Temple, Ipoh, Malaysia. Hidden within a limestone hill, Sam Po Tong is a secret garden of faith, a Buddhist temple carved into stone, where nature and spirituality live as one. Our journey ends not in distance, but in stillness. We have walked beneath golden domes and beneath banyan roots touched stone, warmed by centuries, heard the hush of bells and the hush between. In the temples of Southeast Asia, time bends. Past and present kneel side by side. The divine hides in shadow and sunlight alike. Let us carry their quiet with us, not just in photographs, but in the way we pause, the way we breathe, the way we remember that beauty can be still and sacred.